PSA order number 3, 41 cards, 16 total business days. If you want to see me get punished, this video is for you. Let's go! What is up, everyone? Back here for more PSA insanity. Order number 3, 16 business days for this one. If you didn't see order number 2, got my butt kicked. Of the 25 10s I predicted, 12 of them came in as 9s. So I got my butt kicked on that order. On this 41 card order, I was predicting 22 that I thought were surefire 10s. Let's see how I do. If you didn't see that video, there'll be a card. That order came from New Jersey. The other 3 orders I have in hand so far have come back from California. Maybe it's a Jersey thing. Let's hope so. This video is sponsored again by Harry Sacks. We'll get that sponsorship out to you so you can de-harify your sacks. Let me get this open. Deluxe sized PSA box. Can't say I've ever seen that before. Sent 6 total orders to PSA. 4 of them back in hand. As I said, it is March 12th as I'm recording this. I'm going to do an overall recap video once I have all of the orders in hand. As I mentioned in the previous video, you may see these videos in order, but just know at this point it's been about a month. Order number 1 has been done with assembly. Hasn't moved. Who knows where it went? Did it walk out the door? Who knows? Count the slabs here first. 41. Let's hope that they are in somewhat decent order so I don't have to spend 10 minutes organizing them. This looks to be baseball and football with a little bit of basketball mixed in there. And there were several cards in here that I had cracked out of slabs for resubmission. Check out the preview video if you haven't seen that. It'll be linked probably somewhere closer to the beginning of the video. The Otanis are in the very back here, so that means that this order is out of order. All right, the fun begins. Away we go. After order number 2, admittedly, confidence was shattered. Beating I took. Beating. Mojo. Ellie De La Cruz called a 10 on this one. 9. Mojo. James Wood called a 10 on this one. 9. 2 perfect cards. Nothing wrong with them. 9s. And away we go. Base James Wood. Chrome called a 10. There we go. Base Churio called a 10. It's a 10. Base Ellie Chrome called a 10. 10 on that one. 12 Otanis coming up here. I actually entered one wrong when I sent it in. It was just a base 2021 update black gold. I put it in as an autograph. I'm sure they caught it. Obviously, it's not autographed. Chrome update Otani called a 9 on this one. And it's a 10. Hey, we got a W. One more W and we're back even. Pitching, Otani, red jersey, called a 10. 9. All right, we're back at the dumps again. Update Otani, 10 on this one as well. There you go. 84 throwback Otani from 2019. Still has a rookie card logo on it, even though it's 2019, called a 9, and it is a 9. Topps Gallery here from National Card Day 2019, called a 9 on this one. 9. There you see there. National Baseball Card Day. Allen and Ginter, rookie, called a 10. 10 on that one. 2 2018 Bowman rookies, called 10s on both. I had thought I had a 10 in the previous video, and they gave it an 8. That was submission number 2. A 9. Apparently I cannot grade those. And a 9. So, having called 3 10s on that Otani card up to this point, we are 0 for 3. 2021 Topps Chrome Negative Refractor, called a 9. A 10. I thought I had seen some surface scratching on that one. Ooh, he's so sexy. Topps Chrome Update. International Affair. Insert card of Otani. I thought it was a 9. Pretty clean. A 10 on that one. Coming up here is the Topps Black Gold card I talked about. I had called a 10 on this one. Surprisingly, if you've seen these cards, 2021-ish, 2022, you know they were rough in terms of print lining and all that. Called a 10. Come on, baby. A 9. 2023 Bowman Chrome University Auto. It's a base auto of Egbuka. He decided to stay, take the bag at Ohio State, be the man this year. Called a 9 on this one. Got a 10. My boy Tedo says, in some ways he feels like you could be wasting time, spending too much time looking at the cards, because he feels like the graders don't really spend that much time looking at cards. I'm starting to think he's right, and I should just start shooting stuff off without even looking at it, because his results aren't that bad for the little amount of work he seems to put in. So Tedo, you're getting some confirmation here, baby. Bowman Chrome University Auto, Evan Stewart, called a 9 on this one. It's a 9. It's a refractor auto to $4.99. Transferred to Oregon for this year. Braylon Allen auto from 2023 as well. A 9. That's what I had called on that one. 2020 Chronicles Vertex. Charles David Lamb had called a 10 on this one. Another L, baby. Since the investment value of these cards is being seriously trimmed, let's segue into a word from today's sponsor, Harry Sachs. I'm proud to announce the video's first sponsor, Harry Sachs. Men, has your lady ever coughed up a hairball after going down? And have you ever wondered just why that was? A hairball, for Christ's sake. Ladies, has your husband ever tried to get into a philosophical debate about deforestation in South America right after taking that trip down south? Did you get the hint? No matter what gender you are, male or female, Harry Sachs has the razor for you. The great thing about this, men, since we believe the statistics they quote in society, you only have to pay 77% to potentially 83% relative to what women pay. They like to call it the pink tax. Here at Harry Sachs, we fully embrace the pink tax. When it comes time for a little bit of maintenance, just remember, when you're dealing with Harry Sachs, give Harry Sachs a try. Yeah. Use my discount code HCI to get 20% off your first trimming kit at harrysachs.com. Now back to the video. Ooh, Harry Sachs, everyone. Pink tax. Thank you, Harry, for sponsoring this video. Once again, Chase Young Vertex. This one actually numbered to 199. I had called a 10 on this one. After seeing that Charles David Lamb, though. Hey, Gem Mint 10, Chase Young. See, they got the red here, indicating that it's a numbered variation, variety. This one here, you see the foil. Just a plain old base silver. Prism Black Silver here. Ayuk rookie. Called a 10 on this one. And a 9. Perfect card with perfect centering. A 9. I have to do a little video where I gather up some of the stuff that I thought was perfect. And again, I'll look at the preview videos that I had done, but gather up just those cards, send an order to PSA, see what happens. You probably, out of 248 cards, probably can find 20 or 30, 40 cards where I thought they were surefire 10s and they came back as 9s. Grade's only final until I say it is. That's what SCV says. So we're going to put that theory to the test at some point this year. Money wasted, no doubt. I just can't let it go. I just can't let it go. Purdy, Chronicles Flux rookie. I had a 9, possibly a 10. And it's a Gemski. It's a Gemski. Draft Refractor, Ricky Tiedemann from 2021 draft. Tough print lining on this one. Called it a 9. And it is a 9. A couple Pulsar complete set rookies here. Edwards, Halliburton, just decided to send these in if you were familiar with those Target complete sets from 2020 Optic. QC was pretty awful. Hopefully see a couple 9s here. An 8. Kermit.
Can I finish?
Is it going to be an 8? It's a 9. Same quality on these cards. That's why I sent them in. These were two of the better ones. I believe I might have sent one more of each of these in one of the other orders I have. These two cards were the same. They should have graded the same, whatever the grade was, in my opinion, which doesn't mean anything. Clearly, Donruss Herbert had a 9 on this one, maybe a shot at a 10. 9. Now that Herbert was actually the first in a series of cards that I had cracked and resubbed because I thought that was pretty clean the first time I sent it in. They gave me a 9 again, so maybe it's time to take a hint. These two Jordans coming up here, I had 9s on each. And again, if you see the submission preview video, you'll see me cracking the cards, talking about blah, 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 blah. A 6 and an 8. Okay, so we went from 2 9s to a 6 and an 8. And that is PSA for you. 9s have a little bit of value. Wasn't too hurt about it. But as you can see here, I thought these cards were super clean. 2 9s came back a 6 and an 8. At least they could have gave me a 6 and a 9 to go with our Harry Sachs theme. And I had actually called a 10 on one of these and a 9 on the other, so that's a double L right there. Favre, this one they gave an 8 originally. I went with a 9. I thought it was clean. The only thing I thought I might have noticed was centering was a little difficult to pick up. An 8. So a Favre 8 stayed an 8. So word to the wise for me, don't grade those Ultra cards anymore. And I had one more of those. There was an 8 also that I sent in, so probably going to get cock smacked on that one as well. Cup check, a Pro Set Troy Aikman. When I sent it in originally, I thought it was clean. Thought it had a shot at a 10. They gave it a 9. A 9 again. So all of these, I'm taking L's on these crack and resubs. The only one that had been the same was the Herbert. Sanders, same story. It was a 9. I thought it should have been a 10. Hey, got a 10. It's proof. It's proof. It's a conspiracy. This McCaffrey here, this originally was an SGC 10, and I had sent it in as part of that order where, if you saw the video, if not, try to remember to link the card as well. But it was an SGC 10, sent it in, left the cards in their SGC slabs, and just took a beating on all of those. There were only a couple that crossed over to their original SGC grade. I believe it was something ridiculous. 18, 19 of them had dropped a grade, and the average drop was about 1.3 grades. Something crazy. It was crazy. So SGC 10 originally, cracked this out. PSA had given it a 9 when they crossed it over. A 9. And I was calling a 10 on that one. Same thing with this Tatum. I was calling a 10. This one originally was an SGC 10 that they turned into a PSA 9. A 9. All right. Well, we got one more card here. This Kevin Durant. This one was an SGC 9 originally that they knocked down to a 7. I thought it looked 9 worthy, so tried to resub it. 7. Well, given the data, I guess they knew what they were talking about. Question is, what does that say about SGC? Some people have some thoughts about them. Those 7 of the 9 cards that I cracked and resubbed came back as duds. Only one maintained its original grade, the Herbert. Clearly that was a 9, and only one went up, the Barry Pro Set 10. Took the L hard on that one. Nico Collins, 2021 Mosaic Genesis. I bought this one raw off the bay. I thought it was a 10. There we go. Oh, I just noticed my 10 stack is really short. Mosaic Rookie Auto, Nico. Another eBay purchase. I thought this one would be a 9. Clearly, Donruss Nico Auto was calling a 9 on this one. 10. It was starting to get drastic. There had been so long since I had had a W. Well, we can count that Barry as a W. Like a simp paying that $9.99 for his favorite OF girl. She never notices him. He's a pay pig. I was a pay pig for PSA. I'm the simp for PSA. They're daddy. They're my OF chick. They're just taking my money, Panini Prism, Nico Collins Red Wave Auto. Thought this one was a 9, a little bit OC questionable. A 9. There you see here, thinner on that border. And we are closing it out with a Josh Downs are up. This one I thought had a shot at a 10. I pulled this one out of a hobby box. Orange, Colts rookie this year, numbered to 25. Ugh. 10. They sent me out in style. My Downs are up. Out of the 22 that I had called as 10s, 13 of them came back as 9s. That means that by our metric, where I'm measuring the cards I thought would 10, and that includes the cards I cracked for resub, the SGC debacle, 9 out of 22 cards that I thought would be 10s were 10s. 9 times. 9 out of 22.
I don't remember him being sick 9 times.
That's roughly what, 42, 3-ish%, something like. That's 2 L's in a row. Big time.
Big time!
Order number 2, order number 3, got my butt kicked. Teto, again, confirmation of what you suspected. And I'm really awful at this, is what I've discovered. PSA is trying to tell me something, and that is you need to exit. You need to get the fuck out of the hobby because you suck at it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Be well. I got 2 more orders down there. Can I really take 2 more orders of abuse this evening? Maybe I should save the pain for another evening.
He has missed 9 days.